January 3rd, 2023. About 10 till 3. Arcade, Georgia. Cloudy, overcast, 47 degrees. As you can tell, we're back in the Jeep today. Probably be in the Jeep for a couple of days. We're trying out a new camera mount using the GoPro Black 10. (16:9) aspect ratio, 1920 by 1080 resolution. I think 60 frames a second, full high definition. We could have it set at 30 frames a second, but no, this one doesn't. It's 60 frames a second. Changed the thermostat in the van. I still have very limited heat, although the temperature of the engine did come up, so I think it must have been a 180 thermostat in it. I don't know whether maybe the heater core or the heater core supply lines got crossed, or whether there's a blend door messed up. I don't know what the problem is with the van heat, but I've about spent all the time I'm going to spend on it. I think I may bring the EcoFloat heater up from the back. I've just purchased a bike rack from Jeremy, Frank's son. I may mount it on the van, get the bike out of the van. It'll give me a good bit more room. Get it covered up with something. I'd like to find a good nice leather case or something, you know, something really good and waterproof to keep it protected. That'll give us a lot of room in the van. What we got here? New houses. How about that? Just stumbled on a new house. Been in this subdivision before. I was in here when it first started. It's been a while, a couple of years. It's taken a while to build out. Housing's going to be interesting over the next this next year, with interest rate and inflation the way it is. I have no desire to live in a subdivision again, but if I were to, I would want it to be like an estate type subdivision, with at least one, preferably 3 or more acres. The land across the road, I noticed a sign, it said it's subdivision. I think it said their farm was zoned R100. We'll take a look when we go back out. There's a little shorty RV motorhome. I about decided I would buy a shorty motorhome but it wouldn't be for permanent use. I would just want it to drive around on specialty trips and just keep a for sale sign in it, because even my van won't go places I want it to go. If anything, I'd really, for a long-term situation, a four-wheel drive van would be what I need the most. Now, they had a grill hooked up outside of that house back there. It's not even finished. I finally got the propane tank hooked up. The hose did not want to thread into the Blue Rhino, but the Blue Rhino, the threading, it's been a couple of years since I bought the Mr. Buddy heater and the Blue Rhino 20-pound tank, and it just didn't want to thread in. But I just had to be more careful. I kept trying it, kept saying, people said they didn't have any trouble with it, and so finally got it threaded in. So we may crank it up tonight. Cat stayed with me most of the night last night in the van. Okay, our farm is zoned. What? You know, people have been complaining. Our farm is zoned PCFD, Planned Commercial Farm District. Huh. We farm 6 commercial trailer houses or something or other, all farming. Well, it's farm. This farm and not residential. It's rather interesting. We gotta watch out. The law sits up here at this church. He's not down there right now. Y'all are driving a little reckless today. I don't know what's gotten into y'all today. Something going on up here to the left. Oh, some kind of road construction. They were putting the cones out this morning. I think they're putting tar in the cracks, making the road rough. We'll have to jump out in front of somebody, looks like. This is US 29. To the right is Athens. Left would be Athens Jefferson. We are in Athens Clark. No, we're not yet. I don't think. No, we're not yet. What I want to do, there's a Chevrolet 4-wheel drive truck for sale I want to check out. It's going back the other way though. So let's work our way over. We'll make a U-turn and we'll go back and check that Chevrolet truck out. us a U-turn. A U-turn. Come on, Pokey, no joking. Spunky today, aren't you? We may do another reading tonight, but I may not post it. Another Irish tale and folklore short story. Or maybe another short poem. Or maybe even read our own poem. Tell you what we'll do tonight. Okay, it's right back here on the right. Nice looking silver truck. Sure they want too much for it, but or too much for us. I shouldn't say too much for it, but too much for us. Well, it's got new tires, injectors, new transmission. It's got all kind of new stuff on it. It says it runs and drives good. $7,500. The guy there, though, it's not his. It's a friend of his. Got a handicap tag on it. I gotta look up the value. $99. Of course, I wouldn't take $4,000 for this. Well, they will, yeah, 75. I'm thinking about $4,000, offering him $4,000. I wouldn't take $4,000 for this Jeep. It'd take about $6,500. I don't know. It'd probably take more than $6,500. It'd probably take closer to $9,500, maybe $10,000 to buy this Jeep. Truck, extended cab, and had, you know, the back seat. It's about the same size as Frank's. It's got the short bed, but the nice, fairly nice back seat. Not a full back seat, but extended cab back seat. I don't know what engines it have in it. A 99 is probably, well, 99 could be a 5.7 like my van. Frank's is a 5.7. No, his is, I think his is a 6.0, but his is a 2003. I'll have to call him and find out what transmission. That's probably a L460E. We'll call and get the information and see. Let me get home, get back to the shop, get this video uploading, and maybe get back out.